So excited. Just incredibly proud of our team and all the hard work they put in to see it pay off. It's not easy, but it's definitely worth it.
I'm going to ask for a little more emotion from you. I've been pretty kind this whole press conference now, and you've been pretty kind of reserved, and that's okay, but you've won it all. It's got to be just, this is what you work hard for every single day in practice.
Yeah, just incredibly excited for our kids. And, as a coach at the beginning of the year, you talk about your goals and you put it up on the board and everything, and to see it all come to fruition, I just couldn't be happier for our kids. They've worked hard all season. They've done the right stuff, and to see it all come and for them to walk off the field today champions is amazing.
We'll talk about the game briefly, but you were getting runners on base, and it was just maybe some unlucky to double play. And but how did you finally break through? What eventually happened?
Yeah, I felt like when they scored that run, I was like, maybe that'll be the spark that kind of ignites us. And sometimes when you get a team down, it kind of gets them going. And I knew we had the top of our lineup up that next inning, and Shanna started off with a hit, and then ironically our other two seniors were on base, so we ended up bases loaded with our three seniors on base and a freshman up to bat that's she's worked super hard all year, and I had a feeling she was going to come too. I've said it kind of throughout this tournament. I feel like the kids that do the right stuff and work really hard and put in the time and take the extra swings and do the right things, that they come through for us when we need them the most, and it happened again.
A freshman at the biggest age in the last game. Is this we saw her do it already in the tournament, but was it a surprise to you, or is this one of those things where she's figuring it out and she's no longer a freshman?
Yeah, I felt very confident. I knew she was going to do something special at that moment. I don't know. I've coached this game long enough to know that in those moments, those players that have done the right stuff, they come through for you, and I felt really good. I was excited.
Just talking about Kyra's performance, I don't think she was 100% from what we could tell, but she was out there battling, and I think won her fourth game, most outstanding player. Just talk about her performance.
Yeah, just amazing. Gritty performance today. She was a little bit sore before the game started. I said, "How you feeling?" She said, "I'm good. I feel great. I'm ready to go, coach." But we knew that when it comes down to it, that she's just got the mentality that she's going to get the job done somehow. And she really came out today and stepped up for us to hold a really good hitting team down to one run. That's amazing. They're a phenomenal team, phenomenal hitting team, phenomenal pitching, great coaching, just all the way around. That was a battle. We had to work really, really hard for that game.
You're only in your second year. I don't know if some coaches get to be so lucky to even get to one unless win one in their second year. I don't know if, like, in your interview when you got here, like, yeah, I have all these provinces. Yeah, I win as a national championship. But to be able to do this in such a short time, what does that say about you? What's that say about this program?
Honestly, it says a lot about our kids. They bought in from day number one. That's the biggest thing as a coach. I can know all I want, but it doesn't really matter if you don't have kids that are willing to buy in and put in the time and work and everything that it takes to become where we're at right now. It's hard. It's difficult. It's a grind. It's a long season. But our kids did everything that we asked them to do, and they did it with a smile on their face. Again, it's them. They're the ones that put in all the time. I can say whatever I want to, but in the end, when they come out and get the job done, I'm just so happy for them.
Gabriella, talk about what that felt to hit that bases clearing home grand slam. I don't know if it gets better than that.
Seeing all my seniors that have pushed me so hard this season on the bases, I knew I had to do it for them and the team. In that moment, I just knew that they had my back no matter what happened, and I was just going to do what I could to succeed.
Did you notice all three of them were seniors?
Yeah, I looked at each and every one of them in their eye, and I was like, all right, here we go.
Wow, amazing. What does it feel like to be a national champion?
Amazing. It feels like all your hard work has paid off.
He talks about buying into the program. What were some of the things he said to get you here, and what made you believe in him that someday you'd be sitting on this table with the national championship trophy?
Well, the first day that we met him, or that we came to the first day of school, we came, and he was like, you know what? If you want to take extra cuts, I don't care what time of day it is. I don't care what time of night it is. I will beat you at the field. And he lived up to his word because I was there all the time, and we were all putting in extra work, and I just knew it was going to be a fun season. We were going to go all the way.
Talk about what you saw from Kyra's performance there. Just to have just an amazing performance going like that, it must have been fun to watch.
Playing defense behind Kyra, I wouldn't want to play behind anybody else. She is just so encouraging and so amazing to watch and to play with. She amazes me every day and every time she pitches.
Is this I mean, is this a dream come true? I mean, something to think about. And you seem so quiet as a freshman, and maybe you just haven't broken out of your shell quite yet. But I mean, this is the moment everybody lives for.
Yeah, it was amazing. It's so surreal and just crazy.
You'll scream when we're done, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Maybe you've screamed enough. Maybe. Kyra, not 100% from what we can tell. What was it like out there for you in a very, very close game?
Me and Erica actually had like a talk before the game. She was like, just go out there, do your very best, and that's all you can really do. So, yeah, it was a grind, but I have a phenomenal defense behind me, and I know that they'll do whatever it takes to get an out for me. So it's not too hard knowing that you have that kind of defense behind you.
So you see Gabby's home run go over the fence. What's kind of going through your mind at this point?
I almost started crying. Coach had to come over to me and was like, calm down, like you still have the pitch, calm down. And I was like, okay. But it was really exciting. She went up to the plate. I was like, keep it simple, like you got it. And she's come in big with some big hits all season. So I was like, whenever Shanna went up there, I was like, we're in the perfect spot in our lineup to score some runs. So, yeah.
You're the most outstanding player. How's that sit with you?
I don't know how. I mean, there's so many so many people that were involved in that game that were just working so hard, and I don't know how how that happened, because I feel like I did the least. Like everybody else was staying up in the dugout. Like momentum and like energy can do a lot in a game, and everyone was working really hard for that. So.
You're a local kid.
Yeah.
You were telling me you were seeing the other teams.
Yeah.
I mean, 2014, I don't know if you were around for that, but they won national champions. So as a kid, you get to see this, and now you're on the biggest stage holding that national championship trophy as a local kid. What does that mean to you?
Well, it's funny because Kim LeCompte, our strength and conditioning coach, was playing back then, and I was talking to her after the game, and I was like, I watched you play, like all this stuff, like you're one of the reasons like I wanted to come to WET and stuff like that. So, I ever since they won it, this is something that I wanted. So it's pretty cool to get to experience it for myself.
Talk about Coach a little bit. Second year, I think you're a sophomore, maybe your second year, maybe third, redshirt?
Because of COVID, redshirt.
Redshirt,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
So, but just talk about Coach and what he's meant to the program and to you.
He knows how to push people like right to where they need to be. He pushes us to work as hard as we can, and he's also a very caring person. We all can talk to him about whatever we need to, and I think I wouldn't want to have anybody else as a coach. It's awesome to have a coach that knows so much about softball, but to have someone that also cares about you as a person is pretty exceptional. So he kind of pushes us all to to be the best that we can. So it's really nice.
Coach, sophomore on one side, a freshman on the other, stepping a big stage. How cool is that to see the underclassmen and returners that could possibly bring you here again next year?
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting. Just so proud of what our team did this year. It's just still doesn't totally register, I don't think, but exciting. But we're gonna celebrate.
Yeah, and I know 3 seniors, I believe, you have on the squad. So just talk about what they meant to you in this program to get you to this point.
Yeah, they've done a great job of leading us along the way. There's been a lot of moments where they had to step up and help our team out, and they've done a great job. I thought Shanna did a really good job behind the plate all weekend. She was beat up a little bit too, but there's no way she was going to come out of the game. She's just a tough, gritty person. Alex, same thing. She's such a phenomenal defender that every time the ball goes to her, I just relax almost. It's okay, one down. And then Erica, she made some really great defensive plays too. On defense, she covers a lot of ground, and she makes things look easy that are not easy. She had a really nice scoop yesterday on a ball in the dirt, and just very, very excited for our future, but very happy where I'm at right now.
What do you say to Buff Nation, whether that's the boosters or the fans out there or the administrative, the staff? I mean, everybody plays a part in something like this.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, they're difference makers. From recruiting to everything. Like just fun to play in front of people, and I'm sure I'm biased, but I think we have the best fans in the country, and I think they're following us all the way up here. Wherever we're at, they're following us. Even when we're on the road, sometimes we have more fans than the home teams do, and it's just such an advantage. And more than anything, it just makes it fun for our kids. Just a fun environment. You do work hard as a college athlete, so it's fun to just be appreciated by people for all that time and effort that you put in. I think we have a really good coaching staff too that does a really good job. Really worked hard with our outfielders and our pitchers, and just so many things have to come together for something like this to happen. We had 2 managers on our team that did everything that we could ask them to do, that really helped us out, and a lot of people that were on the bench that were charting pitches and stuff like that, so everybody knew where the ball was hit last time, and just different. Everybody had a role, and everybody really stepped up, and it was like a very well-oiled machine by the end of the season, where as a coach we just got to focus on whatever we needed to focus on, and everybody was doing their job, and just super proud of everybody for that.
COVID, obviously, such a strain in 2020, and even into this season as well. How did your team kind of battle through that to be here?
Yeah, I mean, I said I'd never forget this year. Now I'm definitely never forgetting this year. It's a strange year, but I thought our kids really handled that situation really well. I think our athletic director, Michael McBroom, has said, kind of when everything was happening, he said our goal is to come out of this further ahead than what we were when it started, kind of, and they really took a proactive approach and really put us in, as all of our athletic teams, in a spot to be successful, and for that I'm very appreciative, and so of all our players.
Just last question, I guess, for me, but what does this program mean, or what does this win mean for the program and continuing how great West Texas A&M softball is?
I think probably just means for us is we should be really proud of how hard we've worked, and every season's a new season, but I just want to enjoy this one right now. I'm so excited for our kids, and I want to go eat and celebrate with them.
Perfect.